Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back building in The Sims 4 and this time I decided to build a house for the family that you can see on the right here. They are the Powder family with Mother Lillian, Father Jameson and son Hadrian. Maybe Harry Potter fans have already noticed the family is inspired by the Potter family. I just adjusted the names slightly. And the build is inspired by the cottage that the Potter family lived in when Harry was a baby. There are two scenes in the movies in which we can see the house, so I looked at them and based my build on those impressions. If you want to see for yourself how it looks like in the movies, you can see it in the first one when Hagrid tells Harry the truth about how his parents died, and in Deathly Hallows when Hermione and Harry visit Godric's Hollow around Christmas time. Those are the scenes that I can remember off the top of my head, in which we can see the cottage, but maybe there are more. I don't know. Maybe you can write down in the comments if you can remember more of them. So yeah, this is the inspiration for this build, at least for the outside. Inside we don't really have any good pictures except for the nursery, so I loosely based that room on that, but the rest of the inside I basically winged it, except the color scheme. You'll see later that there is a lot of red in this build. I decided that James Potter, or in my case Jameson Powder, loves red because he was in Gryffindor, so of course everything in his house is red. I also decided that this will be part of a save file. I have seen a lot of save files, for example by Little Simsy or Evelyn, and I thought the concept of them are really cool. If you don't know, a save file is basically the file that is created every time you begin a new game. And when you press save for the first time, it saves the file in your save file folder. Oh god, so many save and file. Oh well, anyway. Some people have created so-called save files and put them somewhere on the internet for everyone to download. So you can play in those save files instead of dealing with the lots that are in the game from the start. I hope I explained it okay. Others probably did it better already. Maybe if you watch Little Simsy's video on it, it will be clearer. Just search for Little Simsy's save file and watch her video. I will also link the video in the description as well. Okay, back to my save file. I only have the base game and the free holiday soft pack, so if there is anything in the base game worlds in those save files by Little Simsy or whoever, it would disappear. So I thought, why not do a save file for myself? And then I figured it would be fun to base it on the Wizarding world. So I have been writing down ideas for the different lots in each world, and now I started with the first build of this save file. And when I'm finished with it, I hope I have figured out how I make it so you can download it if you want to. Of course, this being the first build of the save file, it will take me a while to finish, so you'll probably have to wait until you can download it. But I will also put it on the gallery, so you can download this build separately as well. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel. Anyway, so also I think I will put a notification or a download link into the first line of the description of this video. So when it's ready for you to download, you can do so. Also, if you're watching this long into the future, you'll see whether it's already finished or not. Okay, so back to the build actually. As you can see, I already put some walls in the inside, so the floor plan is already at least a little bit decided, and I put the stairs in, and now I'm going to finish the floor plan. And what am I doing next? I don't know. yeah, I just decided that downstairs will be the kitchen, the formal dining and living room, and a study. And the second floor will have the nursery, the bedroom, and a bathroom, and the family dining room. And yeah, at the moment I'm just deciding the floors of everything. Oh, the square in the middle of the first floor is also a bathroom, a half bathroom. Yeah, and now I'm deciding the walls, which is also a little difficult, but I decided in the kitchen and the bathrooms the wall from the outside will be appropriate. And now you can see I'm also already putting in red, as I already said. Yeah, James Potter likes red, so why not put the accent colors in red? And the study I did totally in red. I don't know. I thought it was cool, look cool. And now I'm starting with the kitchen. I thought, well, the wizards are not the most modern people, so I thought maybe make it a little bit rustic looking. And I thought that oven I put in looked the best. Now I'm putting cabinets in. I accidentally put the wrong key there, so it uh, got smaller instead of one up. Yeah, and then I put cabinets in, so storage space and some more windows. And here's the breakfast table, essentially. At least I decided that that would be good, even though I think there are a little bit too many chairs and bar stools in there. Okay, the next thing I did was the study, and I decided, yeah, I know that in the wizarding world there wouldn't be any PCs, but in if you're playing Sims, you need a PC. Otherwise, it's just too many things you can't really do. And the next thing is the living room, at least part of it. I put in a chess table and a card table and a bar because I needed to fill the space, honestly. And I thought, well, why not this? Now I'm putting stools down. So many. You will not run out of places to sit in this build, I think. Yeah, and as you can see, there's already so much red in this room. It looks almost funny, but it's fine. Now I need to decide what I'm doing with the windows because, yeah, the upstairs bathroom cut through one of the windows, so I changed that a little bit and made sure that the door is centered in those windows. What did I do next? Oh yeah, again, those windows sometimes clip a little bit, so I put them further apart. And now I'm doing the bathroom downstairs, just toilet, sink, mirror, and then I'm exchanging the bathroom items upstairs as well to match the downstairs bathroom. Next, I did the living room upstairs, so the family living room, and yeah, I made sure that they were laid out the same because I thought it would look cool. Yeah, the mega, I don't know how it's called in The Sims actually, like the music gramophone. I think that's what it's called in real life. I don't know if it's called that in The Sims as well, but I put that upstairs on the living room. And now we go back outside because I thought in the inspiration pictures there are some columns there, but I couldn't find any actual columns from The Sims that would fit there nicely, so I went into the debug menu and found those, and I thought it would look really good to put them there. and of course being debug items and also having to fiddle with alt placement, it was a little bit difficult to do at first. Here in front you can see the other options that I considered for doing this, so the other wood pieces, but those columns were actually really cool. And I decided that it would look good and I would do it everywhere, but I wasn't yet sure whether the window placement was final, so I decided to go back into the inside and finish the inside so the windows would be at the right spot for the inside, and then I would finish what I started outside with the columns. Yeah, I forgot the toddler toilet in the bathroom, but when I did the nursery I remembered again. I really like that rug. I use it a lot in my personal builds. And of course, again, Gryffindor red. So I decided that rug would be perfect. It really fit. And then I discovered that there's a wizarding station for kids, and I thought, well, this is perfect. So of course I put it in there. And of course really needed chair, so Lillian and Jameson can read to their son, and now I'm just laying everything out so everything fits in there, and everything has a place. And then I went to the parents' bedroom, and again, red. Honestly, I don't think I will put red in any of my builds anytime soon again, because there's so much red in this house. But I thought it looked okay. So it's not too much red, but there is a lot of red, and yeah. But I decided it would be fitting, and yeah, so that's why I did it. But every furniture item is kind of red, and yeah, especially the bedroom is quite a lot of red, but I like that. And now I'm moving on to the outside, so a bird bath, some planters, which I will fill later with already grown plants. I have that from my gameplay. I saved it in my library, all those plants. And yeah, I put them on the balcony and outside, and then a monkey bar, even though I don't think the toddler can use it. Only children can, I think, but I'm not sure. I'd put it there anyway. And now I'm starting with fiddling with the outside so it looks good, and I thought those debug bushes were really cool for the build, and now there's stones and so on. So I used a lot of debug outside, so I think it would be good to remember that, because otherwise it would be even more expensive. The build is already really expensive, but yeah. And now I'm putting down those debug plans for the outside of the wall, half wall, because I thought overgrown would look good. Also, I think if you put that down from the gallery, make sure that you have move objects on, because otherwise there will probably be a lot of plants that won't fit where they are supposed to be, and other things that would just misplace themselves. So I think it would be good to, yeah, have that on. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah, I did it. Now I did a path from one of the gates to the other, and then I went back into the inside and put some more things there. Honestly, I went to the debug menu because I thought I needed it for the outside, and then I'm just scrolling through it and find everything that I potentially want and placing it there. So sometimes it's in that phase of the build, I'm jumping from one part of the build to the other. So sometimes it looks a little bit, yeah, all over the place, but I think it's just the way it is sometimes. And now I'm changing the windows so I can place the columns outside how it is supposed to, how they are supposed to be. And I thought that this wall would need smaller windows in general because it's to the front and you are not supposed to see into the bedrooms as easily. Now I'm back inside, and I decided that downstairs I don't need that much red, so I made it white, the couches. And then I changed the placement of the furniture a little, and changed the kitchen as well, because I thought there was no red in the kitchen, so I thought, well, there has to be red in the kitchen because we're a Gryffindor household. So yeah, I put that there. And now I'm searching for clutter items for the kitchen, and every time I find something that could also be in another room, I put it there just because otherwise I would probably forget that item or not find it again, even if I don't forget it. So yeah, I placed everything down where I wanted it to be, all the clutter, so the fruit bowl on the dining table, and then I found the magic tea brewer or something. I'm not sure how it's called again, but I put that in because magic. I think everything that had magic in the name, I put in that build somewhere. I think in the attic at the top, I put in some magic beans or something as well. So yeah, everything magic I put in. At least I think I did. I'm not sure. And then I decided that the curtains in the bedroom from Hadrian, I called him Hadrian, would be a little bit more childish in comparison to the rest of the house. So I put in those um, star curtains. I forgot the name of the curtain. Yeah, and the next thing, I think I did the bathroom next, so I put in toilet paper and towels, because otherwise it looks so bare without those things. So I put that in everywhere. Yeah, yeah, I always do that because I think like soap is such a natural thing to have inside the bathroom, and I think it always looks odd if you don't have it in. And the next thing, of course, again, clutter, because at the end you always have to clutter everything. And I thought the candles looked cool. And now I put in the rugs um, to fill in the space a little bit more and define the space, because, of course, especially downstairs, it's quite a lot of space that's just there. Um, and I think the rug makes it more apparent what what is supposed to be where. Now I am doing the upstairs as well, in the nursery and in the parents' bedroom, and again I'm jumping from one place to the other. So we're outside with the gnomes, and now more and more clutter. I think I'm just um, in the objects, and then I'm going through every category and putting in everything that I think would look good. So now I'm in the lighting category, and I put in all the candles that I can find, because I think in a wizarding build you need candles everywhere. So I put those in. Of course, I also put in some lamps because otherwise it would look a little bit too dark sometimes. So yeah, I made sure that it isn't that dark as well. And especially in the kids' bedroom, I thought a little bit more light wouldn't be all that misplaced. And now I'm in the electronic category. and put in clocks everywhere, so you can tell the time at any place. And now I'm in the decorations category, and I love that category because there are all the plants there, and I love having plants in my build. I think it just looks better with plants, and so I put in a lot of them always. Maybe I need to make sure that the builds are a little bit smaller next time, because I think this build is actually quite large, especially for a family of 3 people. But just from how the outside looked, I based the build on that, so it just got a little bit large. Yeah, it's fine. And now I'm still in the category of the decoration, so but now I'm with the pictures and paintings, and I'm putting them everywhere that I can find a plank wall to be, just to fill in those walls, because otherwise it always looks so boring. I don't know, especially if you have a beige wall like downstairs in the living room. So I cover those up normally. Now you can see the pictures or screenshots that I took of the build. Again, you can download the build from my gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel. You should be able to find the build there. I hope you enjoyed the video and will consider liking it and subscribing to me. Have a great rest of the day and see you soon!